Hi, this is Tom Reardon, math teacher from Ohio, here to solve another SAT math problem with you. First, we'll solve this algebraically. I distributed the 4 and got 4/3 minus 8x. Then I multiplied every term by the least common denominator of these two fractions, which is 6. So 6 times 4/3 would be 24/3, or 8, minus 48x. 6 makes a 1, so we're left with 5. And 6 times 3x is 18x. I then subtracted 8 from each side to get the negative 3, and subtracted 18x from each side to get negative 66, and then divided each term by negative 66, and got 1 over 22, which is A. Since you're allowed to solve every single problem with a graphing calculator, let's show you how to do this at least 2 different ways with a graphing calculator. So I'm going to go to y equals. I'm going to solve this, what I call graphically. I'm going to put the left-hand side in y1 and the right-hand side in y2, graph them, and see where their point of intersection is. So I'm going to type in here 4, left parentheses. To get the fraction template, you press alpha and the key right next to it, x t theta n. So alpha x gives me a nice fraction template. 1 in the numerator, 3 in the denominator. Make sure you get out from the denominator by pressing the right arrow. Minus 2x, and then close the parentheses. So that's the left-hand side. Enter. Right-hand side, again, I need the fraction template. Alpha x gives me that. 5 in the numerator, down x in the denominator, and get out of the denominator, plus 3x, and enter. And before we go on, let's double check and make sure that the equation we're solving is the one we're supposed to. Now what we're going to do is graph this with a nice window, and I already have a nice window, so I'll go ahead and press graph. And there's the point of intersection, and whatever the x-coordinate is of that is the one that both of these lines have in common. So to find that, I'll press a second trace for the calculate menu. That's blue. And we want the intersection, which is number 5. So press 5 or arrow down to 5 and press enter. First curve is the blue one, so I'll press enter. Second curve is the red one, so I'll press enter. And the guess, I'm pretty close to that number, so I'll just guess whatever that number is. If I want to type a number, let's say 1, I could say I'm going to guess 1 and press enter, and it would give me the solution closest to x equals 1. And it's giving me this answer here, which is a repeating decimal, and I have to figure out which one this is. Okay, so I'm going to go off to the home screen. Second mode is quit. And the value for x and y are stored in x and y. So if I press x and press enter, there's that decimal that looks like it's repeating. And alpha y equals is my fraction menu. And number 4 converts fraction to decimal or decimal to fraction. So I'm going to do number 4 and say, take my last answer and convert it to the other one. And there's my 1/22. Press pause as needed. And again, here are the screenshots of what I did to get the answer. A second way to solve this using this graphing calculator is to use the numeric solver. That's under the math menu. Since it's the last one in the menu, I'll press the up arrow to get there faster. So there's the numeric solver. I'll press enter. And this is expression 1 or left side, expression 2 or right side. So I'm going to clear what's there and type in that left side, 4 left parentheses, and so on, just like I did before. Now I'm going to clear what's in expression 2 and type in the right-hand side, 5/6. Get out from that denominator, plus 3x. And before I go on again, I want to double check and make sure that I type this correctly. Now you'll notice the word OK is above this hotkey graph. So to mean OK, I press the graph key. It's not going to graph, it just means OK. When I go there, that's the current value of x, which is the right answer, but it's not normally there. It's only there because I had it before. What I need to do is type in a number that I think the answer is closest to. So I usually type in the number 1. And I don't press enter, because all press enter is going to do is just go on to the next line. You need to press the graph key to solve this, and it will solve the value closest to x equal 1. And there's that value that we had before. And again, I could go off to the home screen and make it a fraction as I did before. One other thing I will point out, if I go back up to this, since I have those expressions in y1 and y2, I could have also typed in y1 and y2 into there. So I could have put here alpha trace y1, which is 1, and clear alpha trace, and then the second one, y2. And now when I go here, it says solve when y1 equals y2. Again, I can do my guess. And I did enter like I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to press graph, and I get the answer. So if you have the expressions in y1, y2, y3, and so on, you could also do it that way. Press pause as needed. Here are the screenshots I used to get the solution this way. Other videos are available at this website.